The microphone felt heavier than it should have. I stood in the center of the room, lights dimmed, banners behind me, glasses of untouched champagne sweating on white tables. Every seat was empty. Not one smile. Not one pair of hands clapping. I cleared my throat, pretending I was just rehearsing, but my voice cracked in the hollow space. My phone buzzed against my palm, a single vibration that cut through the silence sharper than applause ever could. Her name, my wife. I pressed accept. She didn't hesitate. Her words were crisp, dismissive, rehearsed. It's just another company that will fail in a week. We're at your brother's barbecue instead. The line went dead. I stayed still, phone pressed to my ear long after the call ended, my reflection staring back from the darkened screen. An empty hall behind me, a hollow man inside it. Then the door creaked. My special guest entered, a silent figure who had no idea they'd become part of something far larger than this launch. And as I opened my mouth to introduce them, my phone lit again. This time, her voice didn't dismiss. It demanded, "We need to talk, now." Talk. That word carried more weight than silence ever could. I stared at the missed invitations, the unopened messages, the excuses. They all made sense now. My family hadn't forgotten. They had chosen. She had chosen. The launch wasn't important enough. I wasn't important enough. But my brother's barbecue was. I walked across the stage, my footsteps echoing. Each echo was a reminder of something I had ignored. Her late nights explained away as work. The sudden texts she hid behind a tilted phone. The way my brother never looked me directly in the eye anymore. I wanted to believe it was coincidence. I wanted to believe she was cruel, not faithless. But betrayal whispers louder than reason. The hall smelled faintly of paint and champagne. I leaned against the podium, staring at the prepared speech I would never give. I saw their faces in my mind. My wife's laughter. My brother's arm casually around her shoulders at the last family gathering. A glance too natural, too easy. A chill crept in. This wasn't about them not showing up. It was about where they had gone instead. I did not rage. Rage is wasteful. Instead, I observed. I took notes. 2 weeks before, I had begun keeping quiet records. Phone bills, receipts, location histories. Her smiles had been rehearsed. His excuses had been timed. A name saved in her phone as Claire had sent messages with no feminine trace. Short, direct, late at night. When she slept, I copied the number. It belonged to my brother. I arranged a quiet test. A DNA kit, mailed under a false name. Our child's toothbrush sealed away. Her hair strand caught from the drain. Compared against mine. Numbers, percentages, truths that couldn't lie like people do. The waiting was worse than the knowing. Every dinner we shared in silence was a theater of betrayal. Every goodnight kiss a curtain drop on a play only I knew I was watching. And all the while, I remained calm. My voice was steady. My smile thin, but convincing. Inside, each beat of my heart counted down to revelation. The envelope arrived the morning of the launch. A thin package, clinical, unstained by emotion. I opened it slowly. The results stared back. Black text on white. Probability of paternity, 0.0%. My child was not mine. I folded the paper, slid it into my jacket, and walked into the empty hall that night. When the phone rang again, when her voice cut through demanding urgency, I already knew. She thought she would confess. She thought she held control. But I had brought the truth with me, pressed against my chest like a loaded weapon. We met later that night. Not at home, not at the barbecue. She asked to meet outside. A parking lot where secrets could be dropped like cigarette ash. She arrived breathless, her excuses rehearsed. Her eyes searched mine for anger. She found none. I said nothing at first. Silence became the rope tightening around her. Finally, I pulled the folded report from my jacket and handed it to her. She hesitated, unfolded it, read the words that shattered her defenses more thoroughly than shouting ever could. Her lips trembled, her body shook. "Please," she began. I raised a hand. Calm. Cold. No. The sound of her breaking was quieter than expected. Her